We're all the same. You can't blame me. This is not a game. Now listen to me. We are all human. I don't want to live this way. Bullying is not okay. They get us in the blind spot. It's like a never-ending bad dream. It's a day you will never forget. It's everywhere. It's in the air. People think it's rare. It's more common than you think. Sadly, people just ignore it. It feels like school is a death trap. It's just cruel. You're left with a broken heart. Bullying is like a creature of the school. It feels like a stabbing pain. This needs to be stopped. We're all human. We're all different in our own way. It's kind of like a never-ending Monday. This poem was written by a 4th grade girl who was and continues to be bullied, while she also courageously battles epilepsy. We must do better for our children, for children facing medical challenges, for all children. My name is Tom Dahlborg, and I'm a husband, a parent, a coach, and a healthcare leader. A couple of years ago, my son joined my bride and I on our deck and said, "Mom, Dad, I need to tell you something. Back when I was in 4th grade, I put a belt around my neck. The pain was so great, I didn't want to feel it anymore." My son was facing childhood obesity, and he too was bullied. For him, predominantly by adults. Seven Bridges was a young African-American child in Kentucky who courageously battled the impact of a birth defect, which required him to have 26 surgeries and a colostomy bag. And he too was bullied. His life tragically lost far too soon to suicide. I have gotten to know the young girl who wrote the poem I excerpted and her mom, as together we sought and continue to seek pathways to stop bullying. I learned of Seven Bridges' story through my research on this very important topic. Through this research, and from the lessons I learned from my bride and my daughters, and with and from my son, I wrote the book, The Big Kid in Basketball, and the lessons he taught his father and coach to call attention to bullying. I've been blessed to speak around America and in Canada to learn and share stories and poems and messages and research and lessons with parents, coaches, teachers, health professionals, children, and others with the goal of helping, of stopping bullying, and letting folks know they are not alone. And even today, as I was preparing to create this video, a good friend reminded me of her story. Susie is an amazing person, brilliant, caring, and as I mentioned, a good friend. She also was born with cerebral palsy, and as a child struggled to play with the other children. That is, until one day when her dad picked her up in his strong arms and he hugged her, as he was prone to do. And with much love for his daughter, he said, "Honey, you can do anything that the other kids can do. You're just going to do it a little different." Thank you for the opportunity to be part of the amazing Medical Parenting Summit this fall, to share stories and a message of hope, of courage, of tangible things we all can do to stop bullying, and some things we should stop doing. Together we will stop bullying of all children, and like Susie's dad, we will embrace and teach others the loving message that it is our ability to recognize, accept, and celebrate our differences that create strong and healthy relationships and communities. Yes, together we can, and we will.